In this module, we are going to cover the help section, which consists of a very interesting tool, CVEs calculator. CVEs, as we have discussed, is regarding the common vulnerability scoring system. There are different versions of the calculator. You have version 2, version 3, version 4. Each and every version was updated with certain new needs that were being found out. CVEs2 was the base one, which was checking XX vector, complexity, authentication, CIA triad. And from the vector, how far it is for them to exploit. So there is a naming way to write it down. AV, that is the access vector. L means local. If you make it adjacent, it would be automatically created. This would be uniquely for every vulnerability scanning systems. You will find this in Nessus, you will find in OpenVas. Any vulnerability scanning system you take, this would be observed there. Now, it is a log level. Why? Because everything is none and low. Based on the criteria, the priority would be getting increased. If you make it medium, if you make it single, if you make it partial, now it becomes 3.5. Availability is partial, it becomes 4.9. Vulnerability is not just about the weakness, but it is always about how easy it is to exploit it. For example, if there is a server that is sitting behind 3 very strong firewall, even if the server is fully exploitable, but to reach out to that server becomes very hard by design itself, right? So same thing, there are the parameters we need to take into consideration while checking up the things. For example, if you make it, let's say, local network, it become more. If you make it network, it become 4.9. And if it make you high, it become 3. Or if you make it low and authentication is none of them required, confidentiality is complete, then it becomes very high. These things is already being given by the Nessus, the OpenVas everywhere, wherever this is get. For example, if you open up any NVD website also, and if you go to any CVE, the scoring system would be written. You open any one of the vulnerabilities. So let's say this one. You see there is, and it is using CVEs3 and version 3.1, I would say. AV, that is access vector, is none, AC is high, sort of thing. So now you will be able to read it up properly. If you check this, it would be here. You see this is 3.1 AV, and same thing is written here also. This is a unique signature that has been classified, right? This is how it works. Similarly, 3.1 or 3 version was created. Here access vector, attack vector, complexity, privileges required has been added, user interaction has been added, scope has been added, confidentiality, integrity, and availability is as it is. So few more stuff were required to consider for exact level of vulnerability, so that we can get more concise, more mature, and more to the point answer that we are searching for the case. Now, local adjacent physical network or network. See, physical means I need to go to that particular server where it is hosted to plug in and then exploit. So that is itself very hard, because the server is hosted on the data center. Data center may be protected by biometrics, that may be protected by a fencing completely with security guards physically present. So it would make more harder. So if you make it physical, and if you make it even complexity is high, privilege required is, let's say, low, user interaction is required, scope is changed, confidentiality is low, again the level would be very low, even if it was P1 or very hard concise things. Okay. Similarly, we have CVEs version 4 calculator. So it had some more interesting metrics. Base had exploitability, vulnerable system metrics, subsequent system impact metrics, supplemental metrics, environmental metrics, vulnerable systems, and lot of them, which makes it very, very, very concise regarding the vulnerability that are getting discovered and how do we address it up properly inside the place. So this is how it is calculated based on the things, and the same information would be also present here when you compare the CVEs. When you open any particular CVE, it is written that as of now we are following version 3.1 and this is the information, and you will be getting the particular thing that this is the information. AV is network, low privileges, whatever is mentioned on the CVE would be fetched up and shown you up as a part of the calculator basis. This is the unique one which would be found out any place inside the any particular scanner you take. Nessus, OpenVas, everyone has the same formula. You have the about section where you are going to get the particular information regarding the OS version and few like the document. You have the community portal, you have the support portal, and different types of documentation available for your particular product. Again, you have this particular question mark everywhere. Whenever you go, open that. The documentation is very easy and effective to read. So always have a habit to read and follow the documentation to get the exact relevant information that once we require. This is how we take care of the particular options. Stay tuned for the next one.